What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be playing with some hot new makeup from Sephora. We've had a lot of launches lately. I picked up a lot of things and I want to try them on with y'all. So we've got Makeup by Mario, we've got Kosas, Danessa Myricks, Benefit, Freck, Armani, the list goes on. So some of these are brand new to the market, some of these are new to me, but regardless, we're gonna try them on together. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into this video. I'm going to get my hair out of my face, zoom y'all in a little bit, and we're gonna get started. All right, we're zoomed in. Let's jump into this. So the first product that I picked up is this one from Kosas. This is the Dream Beam Comfy Smooth Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40. So this is like a 3-in-1 product according to the website. This is going to give you your SPF, it's going to give you a glow, and it's also a good primer for your skin. So let me give you the lowdown on this real quick. It's a clean, silicone-free, comfy mineral sunscreen packed with ceramides and peptides to moisturize, visibly smooth and brighten, and create the dreamiest makeup base. It has a mineral SPF in it, which is really drew me to it. It's got peptides and ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and allantoin. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, and comes in recycling packaging. Now, I did pick up a mini. I did not pick up the full size. The mini retails for $22 and the full size retails for $40. This also comes in a sunlit color as well, but I just got the Dream Beam because it's gonna go better with my skin tone. So this is what the little mini looks like right here. It's so cute and adorable. I love it. I'm gonna give it a good shake really quick. And it has a twist off lid. And we're just gonna go straight in to the face. Okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It definitely has a glow to it. It smells like a Kosas product. It smells like everything else the brand has, but that is what it looks like swatched out on the back of my hand. It does feel very lightweight. It has that glow to it, and it's not too dark, but you saw once it's sheared out, it's not really gonna add a lot of tint to my skin anyway. This is gonna be a good product for under my makeup in the summer to give me some extra sunscreen. I did already put on my regular SPF that I always use, but I like to be a little bit glowy in the summer, so I thought this would be perfect as like a 3-in-1 product. All right, so that is what this looks like all over my face. I really like the way that it looks. It did give me a little bit of color to my face. It didn't cover anything, it doesn't claim to, but I have a nice little glow. It doesn't feel heavy or sticky. It feels very lightweight on my skin, and it doesn't seem like I can smell the Kosas smell anymore. It kind of dissipated, so it doesn't hang around. But let's move on to the next product. So I picked up the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation from Hourglass. This is not a new product, but it's new to me. I've never tried it before. It's been on my wish list for a really long time. I did not pick this up from Sephora. I picked it up from the Hourglass website when I ordered the limited edition palettes that they came out with. I ordered one of them. I'll tell you all that story in a minute, but I picked this up because I really wanted to try it. So this retails for $58. It has a natural finish. It's long wearing, cruelty-free, medium coverage, and of course it's a liquid formula. It says it's a weightless liquid foundation that delivers buildable medium coverage with a light diffusing effect for up to 16 hours. Everything that I look for in a foundation. I picked up the shade number 1, which is a fair shade with cool undertones, so I'm hoping this is going to be my perfect shade match. I did also repurchase the concealer because, like I said before, I have really missed that one, but we're gonna try this today. So I ordered this along with one of the limited edition ambient lighting palettes that came out. I got the one that has the bronzers and the highlighters and stuff in it, and the first time it shipped out to me, it was very quick, but UPS lost it. So I was really worried because that was a limited edition palette, and if you go onto their website, it was sold out. But I was able to put a claim in. Ooh, that is light. Okay, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. But I was able to put a claim in with it, and Hourglass reshipped my order. I guess they have some back stock of those palettes, which is very smart on their part. So they reshipped it, And because of the storm, it got delayed big time. It was supposed to be here like mid last week, and then the storm that we had here in Houston delayed it. And then for some reason, it was supposed to be upgraded and just come straight to my house from UPS. I pay a yearly fee to have everything that's Shore Post, which means that UPS delivers it to the post office and that comes to your house. I pay to have everything upgraded to just UPS, and for some reason they delivered it to the post office instead of my house, and then I got it like 2 days even later than that. So this took me almost a month to get, but it was not by any fault of Hourglass. I don't know what is going on with the mail and the services around here, but yeah. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. Formula wise, I think it's beautiful. I also think it's a little too light for my skin. Just a smidge, like it needs to be a tiny bit darker, but I do have bronzing drops that I can use the next time I try this and put them in and darken it up just a little bit. In fact, I picked up the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Duos. So this has the bronzing drops and the rosy drops in it. We're not going to try these today, but I do have both of these to try. I have been wanting to try these because everybody's been talking about them. They've gone viral, so we'll check these out in a future video. And I love a mini, but maybe if I mix those in, this will be a perfect match for me. But we're just going to test out the actual formula today. Alright, so this is what the complexion is looking like. So far, so good. It is definitely a medium coverage, definitely a very natural finish to it. Like I said, I'm liking the formula of it, the way it's laying down. It is definitely way too light, but I can handle a light foundation better than I can handle one that's too dark for me. It's much easier for me to go in and darken it up with bronzer, powder, things like that than it is for me to lighten it up. But I think it looks beautiful on the skin. But let's move on because I have a new concealer to try. This is the one from Refi right here. This is a new release from the brand. I picked this up and I was curious about it. So according to Sephora, this is a hydrating, brightening, and blurring concealer that applies like a serum and has a light to medium coverage to even your skin for a natural glow. It is cruelty-free, long-wearing, natural finish, hyaluronic acid, and it retails for $26. I got the shade 4, which is going to be a fair with cool undertones, and it looks dark. It looks dark in the bottle. Let's do a swatch on the back of my hand. Actually, that's not bad. I think especially if I had on like the right foundation shade, this would be perfect, but let's try this out. This definitely does have a cool leaning undertone. I feel like a lot of concealers that I've tried lately that one, they say they're fair and they're not, or they say they have a cool undertone and they're very warm. So this one actually has a cool undertone, but I'm gonna blend this out with a Smashbox concealer brush and see what this looks like on my under eyes. It does feel very lightweight, very thin. It doesn't feel super thin, like really watery, like my Cali Ray that I love, or even, what's another one that feels really thin under my eye? The Gucci concealer. That one is a really thin concealer. This one feels a little bit more on the Natasha Denona consistency, but I like the way that looks under my eyes. That does look really pretty, and if I had the correct color of foundation, it would look even better, but definitely a light to medium coverage. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more towards the medium coverage, but it blended out really nicely. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look cakey. We're gonna see if this dries down while we do bronzer and blush, because those are all cream products, and then see what it does, and then we'll also, of course, set it with powder, see how it wears, and I'll leave y'all a pinned comment. Oh, excuse me. I'll leave y'all a pinned comment down in the comment section letting you know how this makeup wore today. It is, what time is it right now? It's about 10:40 a.m. My mom has her post-op appointment today, so that's where we're headed. So I won't have time to do like a check-in or anything, but I'll let y'all know how this wore. and maybe throw in a video at the end to show what my makeup looks like at the end of the day. But I do think that looks really pretty. I like the way it's sitting under my eyes. It doesn't feel like it's settling into anything, but I haven't had it on very long. All right, let's bronze up this face a little bit. I picked up the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. I was so curious about this when he launched it and revealed it. If you know, if you've been here, if you've seen my collection, you know that I absolutely love the enhancer, the cream bronzer in the little compact. It's one of my absolute favorites. So when I saw that he was doing like a liquid version, I was excited. I picked up the shade Light, and let me, of course, give you the little rundown on this product. So this does come in 7 different shades. It retails for $36, and it says it's a multi-use liquid bronzer that warms the complexion with a sun-kissed glow and softly shapes targeted areas with a sheer, natural second skin finish. So it sounds to me like you could either, you know, put this on underneath everything for like a soft bronzing effect. You can add it into your foundation. You can use it as bronzer. It definitely has a multitude of different ways that you can use it. It retails for $36. I don't know if I said that, but the cool thing about this one, this is plastic, which I like plastic for traveling and stuff, but this is what it looks like in there. It looks like it has a sheen to it, but it could be the bottle. We'll see when we open it, but it has a pump up here so you can pump it on the back of your hand and pick it up, or, which is what I found really intriguing, you can open it up and it has a doe foot applicator. I made a mess, but we're going to use this as a swatch. So it has a doe foot applicator as well, which I think is really cool, very innovative. And this is what the shade looks like on my skin. Now in the cream version of the bronzer, I do use the shade Light to Medium just because I like the tone of it, but I picked this one up in Light because I wanted to see, you know, how light it was, what it would look like on my fair skin. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a try as a bronzer. I'm gonna use the doe foot applicator side of it and see what this does. So I'm just gonna do like 3 dots right here, and then we're gonna blend it in with my Smashbox. This is a blurring foundation brush, but this is fantastic for bronzers and contours, things like that. That is very, very light, like almost blended into my skin. Let's go in a little bit heavier. I know this is supposed to be soft, but I mean, I want some sort of color. Okay, there we go. We have some color. Not much, but it's there. All right, so this is what we're looking like. It is definitely a soft bronzing effect, but you know what? I'm not mad about it. It builds up on the skin. It did take quite a bit for me to get some pigmentation, so this is definitely a wide shade range. It is more of a gel-like consistency. It's very cooling on the skin, but it blended out beautifully. I didn't have any dry down issues. Like the dry down time is not super fast, so you definitely have time to work with it. It didn't lift my makeup underneath. It didn't move anything. It didn't patch. It didn't skip. It actually looks really beautiful on the skin, and honestly in person it just has this nice like natural sculpted effect to my fair skin, and I'm not mad about it really. If I really like this, I might pick up a darker shade and kind of, you know, have both to play with, but I think this is going to be perfect for what I prefer in the winter time when I don't really go quite as bronzing, but I'm not mad about it. I just have to keep testing it out. I'm actually wondering what it would be like if I mixed it in with that Hourglass foundation to kind of skin match me just a little bit better. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to blush. But before we do, I just wanna do like a concealer check really quick because it's been on for a few minutes and it's not settling, it's not enhancing. Obviously when I do that, it has creased, but there's no such thing as a creaseless concealer. If you have lines under your eyes, they're going to crease. It's just, it is what it is, but it's not accentuating anything, and my little fine lines under here is what I'm paying attention to. So far we're looking good, but we have a couple of different blushes to choose from. So I did finally pick up one of the Freck Cheek Slime blushes, and then I also picked up one of the new Giorgio Armani, what's this called? Luminous Silk Cheek tints. So I have both of these to try out. I think we might go with the cheek slime today just because of color wise, but let me give you the lowdown on both of these products really quick. All right, let's go ahead and start with the Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. So this does retail for $39. It comes in 6 different shades. I picked up the shade Bold Pink, which is a cool baby pink. It's just not gonna go with what I'm wearing today. But this says it's a lightweight liquid blush that quickly melts into the skin to deliver a luminous flush of color for a glowing makeup look that lasts up to 12 hours. So I'm excited about this. Let's see what the applicator looks like. Do a quick swatch on the back of my hand. Okay, so there is the applicator, and that is what the blush looks like. So a beautiful like blue-based bubblegum pink color. I love it. It's definitely a little bit on the sheerer side, but it's got some pigmentation to it. It looks like it's gonna blend out nicely, but it dries down really quick. I'm gonna tell you that based off of the swatch on the back of my hand. You saw in real time that dried down super fast, but we're gonna try that one in another video. Like I said, let's move on to the cheek slime from Freck. So these retail for $22 a piece. It comes in 6 different shades as well, and I picked up the shade Rose Buddy. This says it's a super smooth liquid cream blush with high impact pigments that blends seamlessly and dries down to a natural flush of color on any skin tone. Now, I do know that this is a reformulation. They had this product before and I kind of heard mixed reviews about it. They discontinued and then they brought it back with a new formula. So I'm curious to try it as a new formula. It has this cute little applicator. It reminds me of food coloring and I think it's adorable, but let's do a little swatch on the back of my hand. So that is what it looks like. Just a little bitty dot, and it's pigmented. It is definitely pigmented. It has this really neat like velvet texture to it. I like the color of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up from the back of my hand and go in with a brush instead of going directly into my face. So I'm going to go in with a Rare Beauty liquid blush brush, pick that up, and we're just going to pat this on the cheek. I'm probably gonna need more because I did blend that out quite a bit. Yeah. It's a very thick consistency. It's not super liquidy, which I actually like. It makes it a little bit easier to move around and maneuver. That looks beautiful on the cheek. I'm loving the pigmentation of this. All right, so this is what the cheek slime looks like on my cheeks, and I like it. I think it looks very pretty. It is a very subtle sheer blush. It's not nearly as pigmented as you think it's going to be. A little bit does go a long way, but you can absolutely build it up. It has a nice little glow to it. I didn't have any issues. It didn't pick up the product underneath. It didn't patch. It didn't skip, and I'm liking the way that it's looking on my cheeks. It does feel like it's got a little bit of like a moisturizer feel to it. It's not tacky, it's not sticky, it's not super emollient, but it also didn't dry down to like a powdery finish or anything like that. But I think it's beautiful. I can't wait to see how the wear time is on this, but let's keep trucking along to our next product. All right, so next we have the new Danessa Myricks Lowlighter Highlighters. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Lowlighter Soft Glow Highlighter. Oh, that's a mouthful. These retail for $25. It does come in 4 different shades. And according to Danessa Myricks, this is a new generation of tinted, light-reflecting balm to powder skin transforming illuminators that blur and add a soft lit from within glow all over the face. It does have the Upsolite in it, so it's going to absorb excess oil and sweat. It has vegan squalene in it and hyaluronic acid. And of course, it is vegan. It has a natural finish, and it says it's good for uneven texture as well. So I picked up the shade Unbothered, which seemed to be the lightest one that they had. I was a little apprehensive based off of the shades, but I had to try it because I absolutely love Danessa Myricks products, especially her Yummy Skin line. I love it. I love the primer. I love the blush. Gosh, all of a sudden I drew a complete blank as to anything Danessa Myricks made, but I love her tinted moisturizer. I really enjoy the brand. So this is what it looks like. It's in the same packaging as the blushes, And then we open her up, and this is the product right here. So I'm going to give a swatch. It definitely has like that velvety cream tint to it, and that is what it looks like on the back of my hand. So it definitely has a glow to it. To me, this is going to probably be a little bit more like a blush topper shade, but we're going to try it on the cheek, see what it looks like on top of all of this. And yeah, I think I may not powder today, actually. Everything seems to be drying down really nicely, but I'm going to go ahead and pick this up with a Blinged Brushes highlighter brush. This is an F25, so I'm just going to go into here like that, and we're gonna pat this on my cheek over here, and on the other side I want to go in with my finger because I know like the ColourPop Super Shock highlighters, I like to use those with my finger, and this is definitely kind of giving me that vibe, not formula wise, but just as far as it's probably going to apply since it is a cream highlighter. But look at that glow it gave my cheek. Oh my gosh, like that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, and it's not nearly as dark as I thought it was gonna be. I'm very impressed with this. Let's do a little bit on my nose, down the bridge of my nose, right here. Okay. All right, I wanna try it with my finger on the other side. So I'm just gonna pick up a little bit, and I'm gonna go in and pat it, and then I just kind of swirl very lightly. This is how I like to do the Super Shock highlighters. Okay, I think both methods are gonna be beautiful. I don't know how this would go on with a sponge, but I will try it and let y'all know in a future speed reviews video after I've tried this every single way, over powder, under powder, the whole 9 yards, so I can get my full thoughts. But first impression, I think that is an absolutely gorgeous formula and highlighter. I'm impressed. I really like it. Alright, so I don't have any new eye products that I picked up to try out, so I just went ahead and threw on my Urban Decay Big Bush Brow Gel on my my brows really quick. I did prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly, and we're going to create another look with the Jolie Beauty Till Death palette. I love this palette. I'm obsessed with it. I want to play with it again, and I think what I'm going to do for this look is I'm just going to do a really pretty basic everyday nude look with these brown shades over here. So I'm just going to kind of show you what I used. We'll fast forward through it and move on to our next product. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of work my way through these 3 brown shades right here, and then I'll probably pop this one on my lid and maybe this one in my inner corner. Alright, so here is the completed eye look, and I love the way that it turned out, but I did make a couple of changes from what I told y'all I originally did. So let me show you real quick in case you want to recreate this look. So I did start out with this in my crease. This is the shade Veil right here, and then I went in with Endless on my outer corner to deepen it up a little bit, and then I deepened it up more with the shade Obsession, and I did end up putting Bound all over my lid. Now this is where I kind of changed it. So I put this shade right here, Infinity, in my inner corner, and I didn't like the tonal value of it. It was too cool toned for the warm toned eye look, so I went ahead and put this shade right here called Twin Flame on my inner corner over top of that. And then I also picked up the shade, well, that's hard to read, Vow, and put that right where my matte and my shimmer met, so I had a nice soft cohesive blend on my lid. And then to line my eye for my waterline and my tight line my lid, I went in with my Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal, wow, my Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal liner in the shade Cinnamon. Poked myself in the eye while doing that as well. And then for mascara, I went in with my Tower 28 Making Waves mascara in the shade Drift to finish off the look, and I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's a perfect everyday neutral eye look. But let's go ahead and move on. All we have left is lips, and we have some options. So the first ones that I picked up are the Plush Tint and Splash Tint from Benefit. So these are their new lip products that they came out with. The Plush Tint is the moisturizing matte lip tint, and the Splash Tint is the moisturizing dewy lip tint. Both of these retail for $24. So let's kind of go over the Plush Tint really quick. It says it's a luscious, long-wearing lip tint that glides on effortlessly for a splash of moisturizing, kiss-proof color with a juicy, dewy finish. That is not right. Oh, that's the splash tint. Sorry. So I picked up the shade 03 Fresh Squeezed. Let's give it a little swatch on the back of my hand and see what she looks like. The packaging is absolutely adorable. I love it. I think it's so cute. And let's swatch it right here. Okay, so that is definitely more on the sheer side from what I was thinking, but I like the shade of it. I think it's really pretty. I think that's gonna be perfect for just everyday, on the go, simple, easy lip. And then let's see here, the plush tint, which is the one that I thought we were talking about first. So this one is the matte version of this. It says this is a matte long wearing lip tint that gives lips smudge proof color and moisture for a moisturizing, comfortable feel and soft blur velvety finish. This is a lip stain. These are both a lip stain. So I got the shade 02 Cream Puff in this one. Let's do another swatch. So it has the same packaging, but if you look, this one has like a shiny finish to it and this one has a matte finish to it. So I like that they kind of, you know, deciphered that just based off of the packaging. But let's do, this is a very interesting doe foot, by the way. Like, very interesting. Okay, so this reminds me of the, oh, what are they called? The clay something from Kaleidos, or the matte lips from Odin's Eye. That velvety, like soft touch, or the ones from ABH as well. So I like the formula. I think these are both beautiful. I think this one's gonna go better with our look today. So we're gonna try that one on. I'm gonna pair it with a liner, but I also have, these are not from Sephora, but these were sent to me. These were sent to me from City Beauty and it's their lip glosses. They sent me 3 different shades. So we have clear, watermelon, and Los Angeles. I have already tried these on my lips and this formula is absolutely beautiful. It is so hydrating and comfortable on the lips. It doesn't give you that stringy thing, and I really enjoy them. So I might throw one of these on over top because these are a lip tint. So I'm kind of thinking maybe the clear over this one, just because I'm really liking this shade and I don't want to alter it, and I don't think the 2 pinks are going to go with it. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and throw this on over top, but we're going to put this on first. And we're gonna pair this with a lip liner. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with one of my e.l.f. Cream Glide lip liners. Do not ask me what shade this is because I have no idea. I have 3 of these at this point, and the shade is not on here and I will never memorize it, but yeah. All right, we're gonna go in with the Benefit Plush Tint in the shade 02 Cream Puff. Oh, that is very interesting when you put it on. It has like this very like cooling wet effect to it. I don't know how to describe it. It didn't feel like I expected it to feel. Okay, that is beautiful. I like the way that looks on my lips. I think that's absolutely beautiful. I want to give it a minute, see if it's going to dry down. So while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I've really been enjoying this one. I don't have a new one to test out right now. This is the only one that I have. So I'm just going to... All right, let's go ahead and throw a gloss on over top. This one does not claim to be transfer resistant. It claims to be smudge proof. So it's not going to go all over your face and do all that, but it is gonna transfer, and it definitely does transfer a little bit, but I like the look of it. So we're gonna go in with the City Lips Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Clear. This is the only one that I have not tried, but I love this gloss formula. It is absolutely beautiful. I get the hype. All right, so that is going to complete this look with all of these new products that I tried today, and I'm really liking the way my complexion's looking, my face is looking. It feels very fresh and just kind of teetering on the line of no makeup. I mean, if you take away the eyes, it looks very natural on my skin, and I'm enjoying it. But let's go through a quick rundown of these products real quick. So the Kosas Dream Beam Comfy Smooth Sunscreen Broadband Spectrum SPF 40. I really enjoyed the way this sat on my skin. Nothing feels greasy or sticky or gross. Everything is not dried down like 100%, but it's not to where like my hair's gonna stick to my face or anything like that. It's just like a very natural dewy finish. I'm excited to keep trying this under other foundations that I know and love and really test it out, but so far so good. I'm enjoying that one. The Hourglass foundation, I need to keep trying this. I want to mix it in with something to darken it up a little bit. I want to try it under or over tried and true primers, see how it really wears, try it with powder, all of that. But the finish of my skin, I think is absolutely beautiful. It looks very airbrushed. It didn't accentuate any texture. It's not sinking into my lines on my forehead, which is very impressive. It's just a tiny bit too light for me. Like if you look, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but in person there is just a slight difference between my neck and my face. My neck is just a smidgen darker than my face. So I'm going to keep playing with this, but so far I do really enjoy the formula. The Refi concealer I think is beautiful. The fact that I have not set this, it's been on for probably about an hour at this point, and I'm not having any creasing, I'm not having any settling, it's not accentuating anything. It's very comfortable under my eyes. It has not moved. Even when I poked myself in the eye over here, it immediately started watering. I blotted it away and the concealer didn't budge. So far I'm really enjoying that as well. The Makeup by Mario bronzer. This is a very sheer formula. It's very buildable. Obviously it's going to depend on which shade you get, but as far as the formula goes, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm not mad about the shade that I got. I probably would prefer it a little bit darker, and like I said, if I really enjoy it, I can always pick it up in a darker shade, but I'm also not mad about just the hint of color that I have. This is a really interesting product. I'm excited to keep trying it out, testing it in different ways, and see how it works. The Cheek Slime from Freck, I think this is a beautiful product. It went on beautifully over everything. You saw how it went on, but I do want to try it over powder products, see how it wears, and I'm excited to see how the pigmentation lasts throughout the day. Is it going to fade? Is it going to stay true to color? What's it going to do? The Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Lowlighter, Highlighter, whatever. This one was the standout product for me today in all of this. This one really blew me away. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I expected it to be honestly too dark for my skin and to just like leave this weird line, but it melted in with my skin so beautifully and just left this beautiful beaming glow, but like a natural glow. Like, you know, she's flushed and, you know, healthy, that kind of glow. I'm really enjoying this. I'm excited to keep trying it. Like I said, I want to try all of this over powder products as well. What else do we have? The lip products. So obviously we did not get to everything in this video, but the Plush Tint from Benefit, I really like this formula. I need to try it just on its own, but I wanted to put the gloss on over top of it because I do really enjoy the City Lips glosses. But the formula was very comfortable going on. It didn't feel sticky. It didn't feel thick. A little bit went a long way, and I really enjoy the color of this. And then these City Lips lip glosses, these are fantastic. I wish I had tried these out a long time ago. I know Samantha March absolutely loves these, and she talks highly about the brand. And I'm so excited that they sent these over to me to try and check out. And these are a plumping lip gloss. They definitely have a little bit of like a plumping effect. Like you can feel something going on, but it's nothing painful. It's nothing that hurts. It's nothing hot and spicy or cooling. It's just kind of like oh, there's something going on my lips. And it just gives like a really pretty plumping effect, a very natural effect. And I really enjoy these so much. The products that we didn't get to was the Armani Luminous Silk Blushes. We didn't get to the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Drops and Rosy Drops. I'll have to try those in a future video. Of course, the Benefit Splash Tint Lip I'll have to try. And then Hourglass also sent me like a deluxe size of the Vanish Airbrush Primer. It's been years since I tried this. The last time I tried this was when my skin was more on the oily side. So I'm excited to try it now that I have more of like a normal skin type. But yeah, so I'm really impressed with everything I tried. I can't wait to keep trying everything. Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comment section. Did you pick any of these up? Are you curious about any of these? What do you think of these products? What are you interested in? I love hearing from y'all, having that conversation. Let's light up that comment section. And as usual, I want to thank you all so much for watching my video and spending your time with me. It does mean so much to me. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so that you can be notified of all my future posts here on my channel. I do post quite a few videos every week and I wouldn't want you to miss one. But until my next video, have a good one. Bye.